You know, even if you're doing it volunteer like we are, sometimes we don't let it affect our jobs. Like I work Sunday, Mondays at a hotel. I work over at Homewood Suites in Brooklyn. So like I told Brian, we had a game, yeah, and I said I'm not going to be able to make that game because, you know, I can work 10 to 6, you know. That puts the roof over my head. Oh God! So hello. How lucky are you feeling? I don't know. Prickles. It's never luck. It's all skill. I told Anthony, this is a late game. Yeah. How are you doing? Yeah, it's a late one. So I guess we may have a guest coming in a little late.
I heard that.
Picking on the Exeter kids?
I
want to make sure that So remember a couple weeks ago they had that camera across the way?
Yeah.
It's not there anymore.
The team brought it in with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think this one is
that's live bar right there.
Yeah. So I can't believe it was all the way out in Concord today. Google it. You know what it's not here for?
No. And this is one of the warmer rinks.
I've heard.
Yeah, have you done the rinks? The rinks at Exeter? No. Over there. Here comes the boy.
He's going brown today.
This is my sheet here. Sponsor stuff?
Yeah. Lineups with starters.
I do my own lineups because I put them on the same sheet.
Here's your real sequence.
Oh, thank you. So I put this, by doing this last couple, the standings and the records, and then I put both teams on here.
Starters are here.
Okay, I'll just write those on here.
This will be the may or may not show up.
Yeah, I texted him a little earlier. He said he might come by the second period. I'm not counting on him.
He's got
He's a slacker.
microphones. If he doesn't show up, we can just use this one for him.
Okay, although I think we get enough ambient noise with that one. I just don't have a hard time hearing it, right? So,
Hey, you know what I was thinking? Can we take the thing from down there and move it up there like on TV?
No, because of the way we have it set
Okay,
up.
because the Hawks game is up in that corner.
Yeah, it's a square though.
Yeah.
Okay, so perfect. I'll be up here eventually.
Where are you filming from tonight? They were sporting the Houston Stock Show.
Houston what?
Houston Stock Show.
I don't know what that is.
It's a big 30-day rodeo.
Oh, really?
In Houston. Yeah, every year. It's coming up in March. Just before everybody could really get outside. I can't believe the highways are still like, there's still snow like that. Like the roads aren't clean.
I wonder why Cam's not starting on D. Maybe because they'll have Brock out there at first.
I actually, you know what's funny? They said that yeah, I was like looking that up and it said that.
All right. Good evening out there in YouTube land, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of hockey game between the Winnacunnet Warriors and the Oyster River Bobcats. The Warriors sit at 4-5. Lost a tough one over the weekend that could have put them above 500. And Oyster River's sitting pretty here in fifth place at 5-3 and one tie. Winnacunnet's in ninth place. But the teams in the middle of the pack are all pretty tight. So a win by the Warriors tonight could really, give them a positive move. But this is a tough team. Oyster River always puts out a good squad. So we do have a new sponsor tonight, which is great. We've thanks to Chris Comics and Martha's Restaurant in the past, but tonight Tri Rental, just on the edge of the marsh on Route 1. Tri Rental's been serving the Seacoast with rental equipment for over 55 years, and I remember when they went in there. That shows how old I am. So they've been doing it for a long time. All kinds of everything from drills to excavators, equipment for do-it-yourself projects, as well as bigger stuff, tool repairs. I did not know this. I knew they've been in Hampton forever. They also have another location in Portsmouth. So the teams just came out on the ice. 8:50 left in the warm-up period. Still doing the stretching. No one's started taking shots yet. Muirhead heads into the Winnacunnet goal. He'll probably scuff up the ice a little bit. I don't know why we goaltenders do that, but just, it's so that way we don't slide too far, but sometimes you want to slide a little bit. It's just like tradition where you scuff up the crease a little bit. But Muirhead doesn't do that. Maybe that's an old person's tradition there. So I said the Warriors came off a tough loss against Goffstown, I believe it was, on Saturday. I talked to a couple of the players in school today, and they were pretty disappointed. But they beat a really good team the last week that we were here in Somersworth, and Oyster River is about the same level in the standings as Somersworth. So a win tonight could really, they're capable of winning this game. So the starting lineups for tonight for the Oyster River Bobcats, starting on defense, is number 9, Maddox March. At forward, number 10, Amos Winans. Also at forward, number 12, Cole Levesque. Forward, number 20, Nolan Walsh. At forward, number 11, 21, Cameron Wheeler. And in goal, grade 11, number 31, Jackson Pearson. For Winnacunnet, the starting lineup. No surprises here. At right wing, number 5, Cam Carnes. At center, number 11, the captain, Brock Emery. Number 16, Tom Jambrin on defense. Cooper Oliveira also on defense. And in goal, Logan Muirhead. Mike Caponigro's in net taking some warm-up shots now. Muirhead's over on the side. Still doing their warm-up shots. They haven't done the cycling drill yet, but that'll be coming up soon. The Bobcats are coached by Peter Harwood, D. Ellis, and Declan Dobney. The trainer is Danielle Decker, and the manager are Lucy Fogg and Addison Koner. And again, the head coach for Winnacunnet is Kevin Merrick, assisted by Jay McDougall and Matt Davis, and Anthony Del Medico, who has put this whole broadcast together for his ELO project at school, is the manager for the team. And on camera tonight is Daddy Del Medico. There is a chance we have a special surprise guest commentator coming in, maybe in the second period. No guarantees yet. If he's not able to make it, I'll tell you who it was later, but I'll surprise you with that when he gets here. About 5.5 minutes left in warm-ups. Time to start running some of the set plays, the cycle drill, where they circle outside the blue line and break back in. A lot of teams, they do a a dump in and regroup and then come out and recycle it. And then the defense, which breaks out the play, turns around and turns into the defense for a 3-on-2. No. And the goaltender, I would always watch the opposing goalie and see where he might be weak for our players. But then you have to get the puck there. I don't know if it's their starting goalie or not, but this got beat 3 times in a row to the glove side. Yep, that is their starter, Jackson Pearson. But warm-ups are a different animal, so you can't tell a huge amount from that. But you might be able to tell how they move in the crease when they do the cycling drills. So I should check with Anthony. I know this is our last broadcast this month. So pardon me for yelling across. Anthony, are we doing the game next month too, or is this our last broadcast is this our last broadcast from here, or are we doing the one next month too? 14th and the 28th next month? All right, so we're not done here. We have a couple more games for you next month. I guess I didn't fill in my calendar that far in advance. So I'm excited. I would have been sad this was our last game. This has been a lot of fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed listening to us out there. A little bit of irreverence every now and then. A little bit different perspective. Winding down. Goalies are out of the net. And about 3.5 minutes left in warm-ups. So let's take a look at the standings while we're here. In Division 2, St. Thomas is on top with a record of 8-2, followed by Spalding at number 2 at 7-2. Alvern Milford is 6-2 with Goffstown, to whom we just lost, at 6-3. And next sits Oyster River at 5 by my count at 5-3-1. So the other sheet was wrong. Dover at 6-4. Merrimack Hollis Brookline 5-5-1. Somersworth and Co-Brown, who the Warriors beat last week, 5-5. Winnacunnet just behind them at 4-5 at number 9. I think the top 8 teams get into the playoffs. Our guest, if he comes, will be able to tell us if that's true. So that's why that loss on Saturday really cost Winnacunnet. But if they could win tonight, that should tie them with Somersworth, and they did win the head-to-head matchup. 10, 11, and 12 are quite a bit back. Timberlane Pelham is 2-8-1. Bishop Brady is 1-9, and Lebanon Stevens Mascoma is also 1-9. That one win, of course, coming against your Winnacunnet Warriors. Again, we're brought to you tonight by Tri Rental. 55 years on the marsh. And if you'd like to sponsor, you can email us at ssbg.nh.inc@gmail.com. Again, that's ssbg.nh.inc@gmail.com. So so Anthony gives me some notes before the game, and he asks, if you're watching now, you can certainly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Said 80% of visitors aren't subscribed. Ooh. So, and our next broadcast will be on the 14th of February. January went by quickly, but not without some excitement at the end of the month. That was a big snowstorm. I was doing some more cleaning up of snow today, as I'm sure everyone else has been doing. So about a minute left in warm-ups. Looks like all the drills are done. Everyone's just circling around shooting the puck. And then we'll have the national anthem and get this one underway. Winnacunnet players, Brock Emery and Avery Young, have been selected for the Seacoast Online's Seacoast Athlete of the Week. That's not Brock Emery's first visit there. He's captain, and it's a really solid player. We're going to be losing a couple of solid seniors for next year. Brock's first goal in the game last Wednesday was a snipe just under the crossbar. Could use a couple more of those tonight. All right, the teams are gathering on their expected goal lines. And Buzzer Beam's warm-ups are over, and we will do the national anthem and start to play some hockey. After introductions, of course. But hopefully they'll say the same thing I just said. And just introduced number 12, Kolovec. And if you can't hear the announcement, that was introducing number 9, Maddox Marsh for Oyster River. Amos Winans, number 10, at forward. Cam Whelan at forward, number 21. Nolan Walsh, 20, also at forward. And in goal, number 31, Jackson Pearson. Pearson's a junior goalie, so they have him back next year. Whelan is also a junior. Nolan Walsh is grade 12, as is Kolovec and Maddox March. Thomas Janford introduced on defense. 22, Cooper Olivero on D. And that was Colby Swayze. Wasn't as one of our starters. Jackson Carnes starting, and Logan Muirhead in goal. Players will take off their helmets. We will take off our hats and wait for the national anthem. All right. See, with the players with their helmets off, I'm looking at a lot of lettuce out there. I don't know if they've been letting their hair grow all season, but it's kind of a hockey player thing. It used to be the mullet. Thank goodness that's gone away, but now you got to have a good head of lettuce. If you've been watching any of the NHL broadcasts, there are ads on TV about with Ric Flair's, like you got to have a good head of lettuce to play hockey nowadays. I think it's good. It helps the helmet fit tighter. Yeah. It's all about the hair.
Are you gonna grow up until the playoffs?
I just got since I'm not playing anymore, I don't have to have it fit as tightly in the helmet. So we just have a little playful banter between myself and the cameraman. And thanks to Tri Rental for bringing us tonight's game. Referees making sure the clocks are all set, and we're about ready to get underway. We actually have another announcer from the Dover Rochester area. I don't know where they're broadcasting up. Nice folks over there. So you may hear background broadcast. And here we go. The clock starts 15 minutes per period in high school, but penalties are still 2 minutes. Olivero goes back behind the net, gets it not quite out of the zone. This River has in the point, brings it in on the left-hand side, brings it around, rounds the back. Can't get a pass out in front, still has it. clears it back behind the net. Now, Oyster River still controls. On him is Janvrin. Takes the puck away, gets up to, almost made a connection, but now it's Oyster River bringing it into on the right, back to the point. And it's brought out of the zone by Carnes. Easy shot in, handled, but looks like Emery's trying to get in front of the net. Emery keeps it in behind the net, but when it kind of makes a change, well, Oyster River resets. There was a whistle for some reason. I don't know if that was a clock issue. Might be a penalty. Or a problem. Nope, no one's going to the box, so that might just be a problem with the clock. Oh, it actually might have been a whistle on the far rink where Exeter High School is having a practice. So about a little over 14 minutes left. Oyster River controls behind the net. Brings around, chased by, looks like, is that Lucas Crooks? And now Oyster River breaks it out. But can't connect. Now chipped in by Logan Oliveira, but he loses it in the zone. And Brady Galt has some speed, got across the blue line. And Oyster River keeps it in, shoots one over the net. When it kind of can't get out of the zone, another one in on Muirhead. He gets it with a glove. And about time for I think it was about time for a whistle on that one. $13:29 left. A quick shot. A stick on it. Just went wide in the corner. Shot in deep. Cam Fournette goes after it there. Works it up the right boards. Not out. It goes into the Winnacunnet bench, and it'll be a face-off down in the circle to Muirhead's right. Controlled by no one yet. In a fight in the corner. I can't tell if that's. No, that's Joey Roy in there, but now brought out and not quite out. Emery Carnes couldn't get it out of there, and now it's deep. Fournette has it. Oyster River changes a couple people, and Fournette breaks it out. He's pretty good at this. He's got a. He scores. Pearson was not expecting a shot on that. I think he thought that Cam Fournette was going to pass. But he was also deep in the net and left a big opening on that glove side. As I said in the warm-ups, I saw a lot of pucks going on that glove side. So maybe that's something the Warriors can notice too. Capitalize on that. 12:42 left in the first period. A 1-0 quick opening for the Warriors. And right back in the action, Brock Emery can't get it in, but it's shot in by Janvrin. And Oyster River controls behind the net, tries to break out. Almost stolen in front. But now they get it out. Can't connect. That could be icing, but it might go in on Muirhead. No icing, they call. Janvrin brings it out, brings it around. Taken down. No call on that. But when it kind of can't get a control in their own net, in their own zone. Oh, tip in front. Muir made the save on that. So now behind the net. So Oyster River's getting people open in front of the net, and when it kind of's got to check them. Another shot on goal. 3 shots on goal, and Muirhead stops them all. That was a really good chance. When it kind of gets Oyster River's getting some very good chances here. When it kind of's got to clear them out in front of the net. It's still in the zone. Blocked by Brock Emery, and he brings it out, breaks it out. Closely checked and fires it in deep. When it kind of makes a change, and Oyster can regroup. Long pass out, but that's intercepted by Emery, and he brings it back in. Takes a shot. Another that's kind of shaky save there. I think when it kind of can get some shots on goal, they have some good potential to light up the board. $11:28 in the first period. face off down in the Oyster River zone and controlled by Oyster River. They try to get it out, but it's kept in by Fournette temporarily, shot down, and that will be icing. So unlike in the NHL, it's not a race. If it goes over the line, it's icing no matter who's closest to it. Apparently, we're having some issues between the sync of the audio and the video. I'll try and give you as much detail as possible, but bear with us. We appreciate you joining us for this inaugural season of hockey broadcasts. So, Oyster River breaks it out of their own zone, across the blue line in center ice. Dumps it deep. Fournette goes after it, but he's beaten to the puck. And up to the point. A nice little move. But they can't get the shot on. A number of multiple shots. Muirhead makes a bunch of saves once again. He has kept the score tight, but they're getting a lot of opportunities. Back to the point. Now in the zone. Behind the net. Oyster River still controls when it kind of can't get it out. Leaving the points open. But Avery Young blocks it, and now Winnacunnet controls, but can't get it out. A blind pass to the middle. And Muirhead, beautiful leg save. You can't let them come open. So they're getting a lot of chances. Muirhead can't tie it up. The puck. Warriors got a fortunate whistle on that one. Puck wasn't quite tied up, but the referee lost sight of it. But that's his job. When he can't see it anymore, he blows that whistle. Still 1-0 Warriors with 10-11 left in the first period, but they're giving up a lot of opportunities. Muirhead has been on fire tonight, and he's been exactly what the Warriors needed. When it kind of gets it out of the zone, but Oyster River brings it right back in on the left side, down behind the net. Oyster River's got some speed that Winnacunnet can't catch up on. Oliveira it's a check into the board, but the Warriors can't get it out. Oliveira taps it out again, and so I don't know if you could see that, but I don't think the puck actually came outside. Warriors get another fortunate whistle there, called offside, but I don't think it made it all the way out. All right, so the opening line is out there. Colby Swayze, Brock Emery, and Jax Carnes. And Emery takes it in, making another shot. This one's blocked. Drives it in deep. Chased by Colby Swayze. So around Carnes goes in the corner, but the big guy, he couldn't take him on much, but still fighting for the puck. Gets around behind the net. Swayze goes in to chase it. Slows it up, and it's kept in. Nice backhand. Oh, he just couldn't connect with Carnes. A little redirection could have helped on that. And now the Oyster River can't get it out. That's almost a little bit of interference there, but a hard check in the corner on Carnes. So Winnacunnet's got to tag up. And they do, and they change. Got to be careful of those changes. You just leave Oyster River players open on the far side. Thomas Jambrin fighting for the corner, joined by Aiden Sink, and intercepted by Avery Young. Brings it up the right, and he's slowed up with a hard check, but Winnacunnet still had control. Oyster River has it behind the net. Nice move on Lucas Crooks, and now Oyster River brings it up with speed. A quick shot, but it's blocked. And so Winnacunnet's trying to be physical, but there's again a bigger team. Brought down, but no call on that one again. So you can see that Oyster River has a lot of control in the goal. Muirhead makes another save. I'm saying he's probably looking at least 10 saves at this point. And now it's a nice move by Avery Young, broken out, but just couldn't connect with Lucas Crooks. Now, Oyster River misses connection, and Cam Fournette brings it around, takes it around behind the net. Nice move, and now he has some open ice to skate. Gets it to Brock Emery. These two can connect. If Emery has another shot, ooh, Oysтер's leaving a lot of rebounds out there. If Winnacunnet can get someone in front of the net. So Colby Swayze chases behind the net in the corner. Oyster River comes out with it. And Oyster River takes time to set up. Winnacunnet defense steps back a little bit. It's Oliveira and Fournette. So Bobcat move fast in the room. Quick shot. Again, got a stick on it at the last minute. Kept in the zone. It's an open shot. Look out. Great blocker save by Muirhead. He has been, lights out tonight, and they've absolutely needed that. Fight for it on the side. Oyster River comes out with it behind the net. And Fournette brings it up the middle. Stick handling. Dumps it in deep. Warriors make a change. Got to get across the ice pretty quickly. Now Oyster River breaking up through the middle. That's number 7, Swiss. And he takes it behind the net. It gets past Sink. What kind of breaks it out? 2-on-2. I'm not sure. Oh, the net is off. Was wondering why that was a whistle. For a minute I thought it was a penalty, but I was like, what happened on the breakout? 6:24 left in the first period. Still 1-0 Winnacunnet. But that's thanks to Muirhead, who's stopped everything. It's come at him so far. We got to be looking at a dozen shots so far. Quick open, quick shot, but it's blocked. And it gets out of the zone by Oliveira. Just Muirhead just get wide, and can't see the number up the middle, but didn't connect to Sink there. So we've got Jambrin on defense. That's giving up some open shots in the middle, but Muirhead has been up to the task every time. Six minutes even left in the first period. Face off in the Warriors zone to the right of Muirhead. And control by the Bobcats out to the point. And nice can of corn from Muirhead. Nice easy shot. Got to see it the whole way. That's important. I think when the kind of players got a stick on it, so that helped it pop up in the air, make it an easy catch. Face off all over again, and now the Warriors control this one and start to break it out, bring it up the puck, but give it right back to the Bobcats. Carnes is forechecking, but couldn't quite get it. So we saw this, so a nice cross with no one there for Oyster River. So still fought for in the corner. Brings it behind the net. There's an open person there, but nice stick in the way by Cam Fournette. So another pirouette by Fournette gets it up the side, and here's a breakaway. It's got a tough angle, but if Brock can get in front of the net, he tried to get it to him, but it went off a skate. Good idea. And now Jambrin controls it at the point, tries to get it up, doesn't connect, and Colby Swayze tried to get in there, but was just beaten to the puck. So up the right side and shot right back in by Oliveira. And Oyster River brings it up quickly. That's Winnacunnet's making a change. Those changes are hurting them. Open shot. Again, Winnacunnet gets a stick on it. So they've been good at getting the stick in there and blocking the shots, but it's pretty scary that Oyster River's getting so many open shots there. And can't get it out. Got to make sure those shots. Tapped out. And out of the zone by Oliveira, but loses it, and Oyster River takes it deep behind their own net. Oliveira waiting for him to make his move, and brings it up. Looks like he was going to pass it up the left side, taps it in. No icing. So Jambrin brings it around to Oliveira, up the left side, out of the zone, and just can't make a connection. Stick lift. Now Winnacunnet's caught with numbers. So Oliveira gets a stick and a skate in the way, and stops another open opportunity, and now it's out of the zone. The other Oliveira takes it, and a lot of action, and Muirhead decides we need to stop the play. We need to slow things down a little bit. Be interesting to see what the shots are. I'm guessing it's got to be at least 15 that Muirhead stopped this. Yeah. So they got to make sure to pass to a person and not to a spot because Oyster River's been covering the spots. Emery on the faceoff. Warriors zone. And Muirhead covers it up again. Smart move. 3:40 left in the first period. 1-0 Warriors. Let's see if they can, in between periods, tighten up. Like, Winnacunnet's fast, but I think they're matched in speed by the Bobcats, and the Bobcats are a little bit bigger too. So that's offside. Number 7, Swiss came in a little offside. Couldn't get his skate back outside. So the faceoff will come outside the zone. Both coaches keep the lines the same. And Fournette, he's been doing that pirouette a lot, and it's worked every time tonight. Now, brought back into the zone by Oyster River, intercepted by Fournette, and it's out of the zone. Got dumped right back in. Fournette has the puck. It's breaking out. Nice stop move. Gets it over to Swayze on the right. Taps it up to Emery, but just missed it. It was flying in the air. It's hard to knock those out of the air. So Carnes and Swayze on the forecheck. Cam Fournette over to his defensive partner, Janvrin, up the middle to Brock Emery. Still controls the puck. Flips it in, and that's off the back wall. Fought for the puck. Emery comes out with it. Tough angle shot, easily handled by Pearson and controlled by the Bobcats, who break it out up the right-hand side into the zone. Oliveira, nice stick check. Takes the puck away. So that'll be a high stick as soon as Oyster River touches it, so they're waiting to touch it. And that faceoff should come all the way down in the Bobcat zone. Not a high sticking penalty, but touch with a high stick. And then the next time the team that did the high stick touches it, there's a whistle. So all right. Faceoff on Pearson's blocker side, kept in by Oliveira, but blocked. And you have a 2-on-1 break. Oliveira's trying to get back. And a great stick by Janvrin. Stopped an open shot. So Winnacunnet sticks have been in a good place today. Sink, almost had a shot there. And who's that? Logan Oliveira slows him down, get him out of the zone. Nice stick check, slows him down, and finally they get it in deep. Chased by Janvrin, brought up the right side to Cam Carnes, but stolen by Oyster River, but they can't get a shot off. Let's see. Oliveira fighting for the Warriors, brought away by Oyster River. And now out to try to hook up with Logan Oliveira, but Oliveira, but didn't quite connect. That would have been a nice break. So 3-on-2. See, recircles, didn't have enough numbers. Oyster River changes one person. But they Winnacunnet changes now as it's driven deep behind the zone. Brock Emery has the puck, brings it up the right side, but lets it go. And now Carnes brings it out. He's checked into the boards. And Oyster River takes over. 48 seconds left in the first period. Fought by Emery. Can't get the puck out in front. And that's going to be an icing there. So good pressure by Winnacunnet in the Oyster River zone. So Winnacunnet's getting their chances as well, but not as many as Oyster River, but they're quality chances. They just need like one more touch, one more stick, and they can get another open shot. So if they go for that glove side, and Winnacunnet controls the face-off. Emery turns around, he went for the glove side, just a little wide. It's out of the zone. Cam Fournette controls. Half a minute left. Over to his defensive partner. and Bobcat in on him, but now it's controlled by the Bobcats at their own zone. Cross the red line and couldn't get it in the zone. And Carnes brings it in, but loses it. It was 1-on-3. And still have it 7 seconds left. Got to be tight on this. Brock Emery's after him. They're getting an open shot there, but no. Winnacunnet sticks at the end. And the buzzer sounds. I don't think those shots on goal are right. It says 5.
It's not correct.
5 to Winnacunnet and 1 for the Bobcats. I'm sure they'll update those. So everyone congratulates Muirhead on a really, really nice period. Definitely held them in there. So 1-0, Winnacunnet. We'll see you in 10 or so for period number 2. All right, you can probably tell by the ambient noise in the background that we're getting close to the start of period 2. Just about a minute and a half left in between periods chalk talk. The refs are stepping back on the ice. The nets are all in place. The ice is smooth and glistening, and we are protected by a nice net, just so we don't lose any more teeth to hockey. That's actually where I lost all my teeth, right down there. Yep. Just talking to our cameraman. So yeah. Oh, it was a terrible night. So young people listening to this, wear your mouth guards, and don't get your face in front of a puck flying at high speeds. All right, Oyster River's coming back on the ice, going to their bench. So when I played for Winnacunnet about 113 years ago, we this was our home rink, which was great. I love the boards here. You can see that a lot of boards, the benches are all the way down to the ground. Here they're about halfway up, so they're really easy to jump over and get onto the bench, which was great when you're coming off on a delayed penalty because you could literally leap over the boards and not fall and land all the way down. So your heading back to his net. The Bobcats are gathered around Pearson and his net. The clock is reset at 15 minutes. Shots still haven't been updated. It's still 5 Warriors to 1 for the Bobcats. And I'd be interested to see what the actual shots were. Muirhead was outstanding that period. And hopefully they'll give him some help and get some more quality shots on. Tuck a couple more behind the Bobcat goalie. So we're underway. Well, Oliveira has it behind the net, but can't get it out. Controlled by the Bobcats. It's centered front, but to the point. And a goal up. So that's what you get when you leave a person open in front. So again, Muirhead made the first stop, but no one was there to tie up the Bobcat for the rebound. And we are tied at 1, just 18 seconds in. Yeah. All right. So now we don't want to get in the hole. Emery has the puck. That loses it. And Oyster River brings it out. They've got a 2-on-2 right now. Carnes is hustling back to get numbers. That's Joey Roy fighting for the puck. Oyster River comes out with a pass up in front, out to the point. Wrist shot in, wide of the net. Cam Fournette tries to fight Oyster River for it, comes away and breaks out. Has got some room up the ice, passes it on the wing to Zach Carnes, but couldn't keep it in. Now Oyster River gets it in across the blue line. They're calling that an offside. Again, I think that's a fortuitous call for the Warriors. It looked like it was a good go. But with 14:05, the faceoff will come just back outside the zone. Both teams make changes. Fournette stays out on defense with Joey Roy and Oliveira on the right wing and Hayden Sink in the middle. And that looks like Lucas Crooks over on the left wing. Controlled by Sink, back to the defense, back to Fournette. And up and just tapped in, but taken over by the Bobcats. Up to center ice, no icing, icing waved off. Fournette is chasing Swice in back. And now Fournette has the puck. Can't get it out. Two Bobcats on him, controlled in the corner, behind the net. And an open shot in front, but gloved by Muirhead. Can't hold on to it, but it was an open shot. Those ones that are so dangerous. Now, finally, when it kind of controls, Sink gets it out. But right back in, Sink controls. Gets it up the right, but misses the connection with Fournette. And Oyster River controls with a little forecheck. Fortunately, the Warriors slide back. Sink slides back on defense. The Bobcats are messing around their blue line, stolen away. That's a little hook and a slash, but no call. So we could have had a chance there. And now the Bobcats are whining about something that was far less egregious. Can't get it out. In the corner that's Thomas Janvrin. And Carnes is Lucas Crooks chasing forechecking. And they get it out. stick in the way by Jackson Denio. Actually, sorry, that was Thomas Jambrin. Now Oliveira back to Swayze. Jambrin up and in the zone. It's Cooper Oliveira, 22. Now they break it out. Intercepted by Swayze. Comes in alone. That had to make a little move to get away from a Bobcat. And Jax Carnes didn't anticipate that and was just across the line. So that's an offside. And with 12-14, the faceoff will come out just outside the Bobcat blue line. Shot in deep behind the net. Controlled by the Bobcats. And in the middle, broken out of the zone. And Jambrin fighting for the puck. Takes it. Gets it out to Carnes, but they can't clear the zone. Jambrin still has it. Trying to fight it up the boards, but there are three Bobcats shot wide by number 6, Ross Abbott. Bobcats still control. Get it in deep. Behind the net, that's Cameron Wheeler. Fighting with Jambrin. Jambrin falls down. So you can see the open players in front for the Bobcats. Now controlled. Couldn't make the connection with Carnes, and that'll be an icing. Faceoff will come back in the Warriors' end. So there were Bobcats are putting 2 people in front of the net, and there's 1 defenseman for the Warriors, so you can't cover everyone. So they've got to watch out for that open person in front of the net. That's how they got their first goal. Faceoff fought for in the middle and cleared out of the zone. That was Joey Roy. And Bobcats take it deep all the way behind their net and break it out to number 6, Abbott. Bring to the middle, but they can't make connections. And Joey Roy has it across. Now to Oliveira in the middle, but he stood up. And Cameron Wheeler comes in. I bet they call him Wheels. He's pretty fast. They're looking for the open guy. They can't get him. You can see that open player to Muirhead's right. They need to get a defenseman over there. I think Cam Furnet's taking a look back there. Now it's open in front to him. Cam Furnet gets the stick in. Now Oliveira takes it up the ice. He's got Carnes on the side, but they can't get it. Again, no great idea, but just couldn't rip it off there. So there's a backhand. Just couldn't get any meat on it. And now the Bobcats break it out again. Just couldn't get good wood on that. So he leaves it. Just loses the puck, and now the Warriors break it out. Trying to make a change. Who goes to the net? Crooks goes to the net. And Warriors crash. Emery and Fournette. And they'll cross the zone. Watch out for this shot. Good stick in the way. I think it's Oliveira. Cooper Oliveira. And it's fought out by Jax Carnes, or Cam Carnes, sorry. Controlled and over to Oliveira by Fournette. Back to the middle, but right to the Bobcats. Unfortunately, Fournette has it. He's going to call Oliveira for a hold. Nope, he's calling. Who is that? Is that Swayze? Colby Swayze. I didn't see that, but maybe you saw that. I was looking at a part, but I didn't see a hold, but there could have been one. So the first power play of the game, and it goes to the Bobcats. Tied 1-1, deep in the Warriors zone. With their size and speed, this is going to be a hard one for the Warriors to fight off. They've just got to get the puck and make sure they're clear. Don't give it away. Out to the point of the Bobcats. Flipped in gently. It's off to the left corner. Still controlled. When it kind of sets up their box. Classic penalty killing defense. Passing it around. There's open person on, Muirhead's right. He's tapping the puck. They're waiting for the open shot. So far, Winnacunnet's playing a good box. So passing around, takes a shot. Ooh. Muirhead made a great save. It came open, but just a little bit past the Bobcats. And now they clear it out. 9:09 left to go in the second, 120 on the penalty. Winnacunnet makes some changes. Jambrin and Oliveira on defense. Aiden Sink goes off for Jacks Carnes. And now they motor in across the blue line, deep in the net, looking for someone open in front. Gets it out to the point. The other point, looking to take a shot. Always open. Good box. Less than a minute on the penalty. The Bobcat in front of that is impatient. He wants the puck, but that just warns everyone else. Okay. He's coming. He's breaking in. There's an open shot on the other side. He doesn't take it. Bobcats are being pretty choosy about getting their shot. And he beats Muirhead on the short side. There's so many people around the net. Muirhead couldn't come out and cut the angle. He's a little deep, but he was down in his butterfly. But as we talked about last week, when the goalie's down, you've got the two triangles over the shoulder, and the Bobcat picked the one on the short side. So that wipes out the penalty, but that also wipes out those two goals wipe out the lead for the Warriors. Can't fault Muirhead. He has played outstanding so far today. But he needs to get a little help. They need to get a little more offense down there in front of him. Can't quite in. It's controlled by the Bobcats. They bring it in over the line. Defense by Swayze. Shot. Saved by Muirhead. He can control the rebound. It's fought for. And Joey Roy fighting behind the net. Can't get it out. Controlled by Oyster River. Now it's behind 14. Joey Falzerano couldn't get it out. There's great play. There's the open guy there, but he just couldn't get a piece of it with a stick. Kind of fanned on the shot there. Now, so Winnacunnet ices the puck, and that allows him to get a change. So it looks like Joey Roy and Cam Fournette will be on defense. And nope, now defense gets changed. They changed all five. Oliver and Janvert on defense. It's like the starting lineup. On the faceoff, Brock Emery wins it. Behind, puts it up the right point. A little too far. Brings it in offside. And now Emery brings it up the middle. But he's broken up. And this is Swayze brings it in. Actually, Colby Swayze. In deep, no Warriors there. Emery's on him now, but they break it out. Stick checked by, is that Jackson Denio? Oh, can't quite get it out. Nice pass by Emery over on the wing. Pushed up by Carnes. He's been getting bumped around a lot. So, across their blue line. Open to the other wing to wing pass. He brings it into the net. He's got an open shot. Great save by Muirhead. 2 saves, and it's tipped in eventually. Bobcats are hitting their stride. So Muirhead made at least 2 saves first, before someone else came in and buried the puck. Got to keep the people away from that front of the net. Again, the fault of Muirhead. Someone's got to clear that puck away. Warriors drive it in deep. They haven't really been able to test Pearson too much. The one decent shot was in. Oh, a long breakout. Almost had it. I don't know what Oyster River is whining about. You missed the puck. You didn't touch it. So that's icing. Or maybe he's just angry that he didn't touch the puck. It was close. It was a good idea. He would have had an easy breakaway. But 6:47 left, and quickly the tide has turned. It's now 3-1 Oyster River. Face off deep in the Oyster River zone. Almost controlled by Winnacunnet, but they couldn't do anything with it. Shot in deep. Oliveira in on it. Still has control. Gets it out in front. Poke checked away. So it's a good idea. There's a little interference there on sink, but not called. And now Winnacunnet behind the net. Open shot. Can't get a stick on it. It's heavily checked. Back to the point. Fournette shoots. A nice save, but there was a nice rebound there. Juicy rebound. No one there to take it. And now Oyster River breaks it out. Winnacunnet's got to get back. It's 3-on-2. Fournette, this is a check. Goes around behind the net. Gets an open shot. Nice save by. He chose to one time it. Didn't get as much on it. And Muirhead still made a nice leg save on that one. As I said earlier, they can't rely on Muirhead. Ooh. Fournette tried to spin move again, but they were expecting it this time, and he got planted into the boards. Shot wide behind the net. That's 14. Joey Falzarano on it. But again, controlled by Bobcats. Now it's chipped out by Aiden Sink, but too deep, and that's going to bring the face-off all the way back to the Warriors zone. Can't just give up the puck like that. You know, shoot it easily out to center ice, or just chip it into past their blue line. But you don't want to give up face-offs deep in your zone. Now, the puck is controlled by the Bobcats. Muirhead makes a save. Now another open shot, and Muirhead gloves that one. Fortunately, that was an open shot, and he saw it all the way. So our special musical guest hasn't shown up, so I want up. Another save by Muirhead. That's out of play. It's going to be Aaron Abood, the athletic director for Winnacunnet, also the baseball coach. But he and his wife just brought a new human into the world, and they are been kind of busy. Oliveira controls behind the Winnacunnet net. Nice to break it out, taps it up, and couldn't get it out of the zone. Oliveira has it again. Carnes is up the wings, passes it behind the net to Jambrin, and Colby Swayze over there. Again, Oliveira has it, gets it out past and tips wide, so that saved a shot. But the Bobcats are controlling again and breaking it up. Shoots in deep. Oliveira on it, but Bobcats get there first. And looking for the open man behind the net, and he had it open, just couldn't connect with him. So when it kind of starting to run around a little bit in their own zone, they've been in there a lot. And now Emery turns up, tries to get it out, fighting a couple guys, can't, and Oyster River keeps it in deep. When it kind of gets it around behind the net, Janvrin over to Oliveira, but he can't. Fans on the pass a little bit. Now Carnes tries to get it up. It's a nice little move and breaks it out and gets it out of the zone. I think that hit someone on the Winnacunnet bench. And once again, broken in over the line. That's Grady Galt for Oyster River to Dirksmeyer. And now Oliveira behind the net, chased by Bellavona. Got to get the stick on it. Carnes can't quite get the puck out, but at least got it off the boards. Bobcats keep it in. Takes a tough angle shot, misses the net, and chipped up, but not quite out. But Bobcats get it out of the zone, trying to make a connection, but their Bobcats would have been offside. And now a long flip on goal and a leg save by Pearson. Again, drove it to the corner. So here comes a 1-on-3, but looks for the open man. It's a shot, and again, I don't know if you could see that. See, as soon as the butterfly goalie goes down, there's that, if you get it up high. So this game has gone downhill quickly for the Warriors. 4-1 with 3:15 left in the second period. At this point, it looks like Bobcats might be a little too big and too fast. So, but Winnacunnet has fought valiantly. Just can't leave people open in front of the net. Comes Joey Roy, moving it up, gives it back to Fournette. Over across to Oliveira, a little far for him, but he gets a stick on it, brings it into the zone. And would have been offside. Sink was just a little bit offside. Now the Bobcats get it in deep. Chased by Roy. Sink's also on him back there. And Fournette's in front of the net. Open shot in front, flipped in. Somehow that snuck through. And it is 5-1. Unfortunately, I didn't know if that snuck in under his arm. He was shaking his glove like it went through the webbing or something, but 2:36 left in the second period. Time is going by very slowly. And Winnacunnet calls timeout, and Muirhead goes over to the bench. It doesn't look like the backup Caponegro is getting ready, so it's not going to pull Muirhead. And Muirhead's played extremely well tonight. You know, as you know, I'm a goalie, so I might be a little bit biased, but he's just made some outstanding saves. Personally, I say this for all goalies now. Like when I coach goalies, I'd like to see them stand up a little bit more and not go right to the butterfly, because people know that you're going to have those two open corners to shoot for. Oh, looks like the swim team has just finished practice. They're coming out to watch the game. Nice cold arena, so their hair can freeze. So it's pretty cool in the rink here tonight. Mr. Domalico has been marking that. This is one of the warmer rinks. There are some cold rinks out there, but it's when you're playing, you get warmed up pretty quickly. But this one seems a little bit chilly tonight. Of course, it's like 5 degrees outside, so I hope everyone had a safe and easy time clearing their driveways after the storm. This was a good one. We haven't had one like this for a while. I think I heard 2015. All right, let's see if they can regroup. When it kind of gets it across, Carnes gets it in deep and chases the puck. The Bobcats circle around behind their own net. Pass back and looking for a breakout. Heavy forecheck by Winnacunnet. So that could leave odd man rushes, but something to break up the good blocker save, and then covered up by Muirhead. So as far as goaltenders go, Muirhead is not, a lot of teams have really, really big goaltenders because they take up more than that. Muirhead's not all that big. Pearson isn't much bigger either, but some of the teams have just massive goaltenders in there. And so there's your open guy on the far side of the net, and an easy 1-2, and now it is 6-1. Oh, it's got to be so they have changed the shots now, and I see at least 20 for the Bobcats up there, but I would assume this could be more. So you feel badly for Logan Muirhead. He's probably getting exhausted by all the shots now. Wouldn't be surprised if they made a change for the third period. Good stick check by Joey Roy, knocks the puck out of play, and that faceoff will come. I guess it came from inside the zone, so it's down deep to Muirhead's right. It's blocker side. 1:57 left in the second. With all these goals, this period's been crawling by. I'm guessing the Warriors would wish it would fly. So shot back in. The Bobcats tag up. Cam Fournette has the puck. Tries to circle up behind his own net to his defense partner up the wing, but still can't get it out. Behind the net, the Bobcats are on it first, looking for that open man. It's open in front. Nice save by Muirhead. And now the Warriors get it out. Onside for the Bobcats, in. Shot a little bit wide, but now the Bobcats still have it. And a good stick poke check by Aiden Sink kept that puck from getting to an open player. But the Bobcats still have control. Open man in front. So tries to get to the point, but his point man had circled in and now goes all the way down. That's no icing, because that came from the Bobcats. Chased by Lucas Crooks. Good forecheck down there. And Rock Emery steals the puck. CC shoots. Oh, couldn't get a good shot off. Bobcats came in, kind of stick checked him at the end, and he couldn't get a really, really good shot off. That would have been a nice opportunity. It was a great steal by Emery, which was made possible by the forechecks from Lucas Crooks. So quick shot goes wide. Carnes controls behind the net. Skates up against the board. People are trying to dig it out. Not much movement. Finally, it comes out. Emery's right in front of the net. which, that's where you need someone to be, especially someone who can shoot like Brock. Right back in. The Warriors tag up, but Bobcats control behind the net. They're doing a two-person forecheck now, which could lead to some more breaks. It's 2-on-3. It's number 5, Bellabona, but he has an open shot just wide of the net. 14 seconds left. The Bobcats are trying to get another one. They're not going to let up if they know their history. 6 seconds. Time for one more shot, but Colby Swayze blocks it, but there's no time left for a shot. So what a turn of events that was. After 2 periods, the Bobcats have leading 6-1. The Warriors have some thinking and regrouping to do. And so we'll give you a break for me talking, and we'll see you in 15 or 20 minutes. All right, welcome back. About a minute left before we start period 3. A much more somber Phillips Exeter Academy Arena rinks. So the game just totally exploded on the Warriors. They now trail 6-1 as we go into the third period. I wonder if we'll see a goaltending change for the Warriors here, because Muirhead has to be exhausted. Again, I can't lay any of this on him. I thought he's played outstanding today. I think, Oyster River's just bigger and faster and stronger. Their passing is really crisp. Their positional hockey is outstanding. And it was just like, something for the Warriors to look at and see, like, can we replicate something like that? But as we were talking between periods, you can't teach speed, you can't teach size. So again, we'd like to thank our sponsor tonight, Tri Rental. Again, over 55 years they've been serving the Seacoast from their Route 1 location, just as the highway splits and comes together, depending on which direction you're going, right at the edge of the marsh. Beautiful location. They do tool repairs. They rent drills, excavators, any equipment for all of your do-it-yourself projects or whatever. They also have a second location in Portsmouth. So we appreciate them for tagging along with us on our broadcasts. So it looks like Caponegro is heading to the bench. So Muirhead's going to finish this one up himself. I always hated being pulled. Actually, no, I take that back. He went to the bench and grabbed his stick. So it looks like there will be a goaltending change. Again, that's nothing against Muirhead's play at all. It's just like sometimes you just do that for a change of pace. And we have to remember, 2 years ago, Oyster River were the state champions of the division, and they were the second seed last year, and they exited the playoffs in the semifinals. So this is a good, solid team, and they've always, they've been like junior UNH. They play good position. Their passing is sharp, so all that stuff. So this is this was going to be a good challenge for the Warriors. But so we were talking about what do you say as a coach in between periods? Usually say you win this period. Let's keep it even, or maybe get 1 or 2 on them, and try and keep the puck out of our net. That's the best you can hope for here. So from here, it's pride. So just a reminder, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can certainly subscribe. Most people, 80%, 4 out of 5 don't subscribe or aren't subscribed now. Let's change that. And our next broadcast, hope you join us, will be on February 14th. That's Valentine's Day. February 14th is Valentine's Day, right? Oh, I had to check. I didn't know. So, all right. So, refs are talking to the benches. Everyone's milling about. I don't know why we haven't started. Can't tell if it's still. I assume it's still be Pearson in goal for the Bobcats. Looks like him there. So Caponegro has scratched up his crease, as goaltenders are wont to do, and it just keeps you when you slide across. It keeps you when the period's early. It keeps you sliding from too far, so you have a little bit more control of your slide across. Not sure what the holdup is, but we've got 15 more minutes to go. Hopefully the Warriors can come about and save a period out of this one. Started off really, really well, but I think just the speed and the size just catches up to you after a bit. So Cam Fournette comes out on the ice with the other referee. There might have been an equipment issue that they made him fix before they came out, but now everyone's gathering towards center ice. And we're about ready to go for period 3. 15 minutes left. Warriors control. Fournette has the puck. Cross to, is that Roy? But give it right away to the Bobcats. One thing that they've got to learn not to do. Control that puck. Bobcats break it out of the zone, into the Warrior zone, back into the corner. Pass in front. Still control. Even strength, but Bobcats seem to have control of the play. Shot nice. It's always tough. Always tough when you go out there without warm-ups. And Caponegro made a nice leg save to start, but then someone out front was not covered, and now it is 7-1. So let's see if Oyster River stops playing their top lines. I still see some of their top players out there. See their captain. I see number 5, Bellabona, who's been out there a long time. So let's see if they show a little sportsmanship here. Okay, brings in, that's Thomas Janvrin. Defense, but was skating up, and he gets a shot on goal, but easily handled by Pearson. Well, it might not be a sportsmanship issue. I don't see a lot of extra players on the Oyster River bench. Looks like they have, another 5 and an extra 3. So they've only got 2 full sets. Oh, he's stolen a puck, and Caponegro didn't have a chance on that. It was just caught him flat-footed, but it was stolen at center ice. Hard to prepare on that one. And it's 8-1, and only a little over a minute gone. At that point, since it's a 7-goal lead, now the clock will be running. Call it running time for left. So there'll be no more stoppages unless there's an injury or something like that. I guess you could call that a mercy rule. Carnes gets it in, chased by Emery, and back out to the Bobcats. Bellabona comes around wide in the corner, tries to get it to the point. It's still trapped in the corner, and Camfrenet comes away with it, but gives it away to number 7, Swiz. I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name. You get to check that. And finally, Emery has it, gets the puck out to Swayze in the zone. And Swayze makes a nice little move to avoid a check, gets it deep out in front, and a goal. Brock Emery. Nice. Oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful play. That's work to keep doing that. Just worked hard. Passed the puck around, found the open skater. It was Emery, who's got such a good wrist shot. So there's some debris on the ice down in the Warriors offensive zone. Probably a mouthpiece. Players love losing those. All right. Just over 12 minutes left, running time. And Fournette has the puck, circles back in his zone, and gets it up to the right. And now across to Colby Swayze, makes a move, gets it in over the line, takes a shot, saved by Pearson. Carnes couldn't get in there for the rebound. And Bobcats break it up, but held in by Cam Fournette. Nice move at the point. Got a shot off, but it was blocked. And now Emery has the puck again, gets it to Carnes, but that's tipped up, and shot by Emery, tipped up into the net, and the Warriors change. 8-2. The shots right now after second period said 21 for the Bobcats and 8 for the Warriors. I think the Bobcats had a few more. So Janvrin, usually on D, took the face off. Cooper Oliveira shoots from the point, wrist shot wide, and kept in by Aiden Sink. And there's a move backhand. Oh, almost went 5-hole. It's like Janvrin's playing forward now. Normally D. Can't get out Oliveira, and who else is on D there? Bobcats have it in. Shot wide of the net. Caponegro had it with a blocker. And there's a fight over on the side, and 17, that's Forrest Carter, gets it out. And there's a little pushing and shoving over on that side. So Caponegro makes the save, but a long rebound. They get it out. No icing. Partially because the Oyster River player could have gotten to it, but also there's 10.5 minutes left to go in an 8-2 game. 12, that's Levesque brings it across. Nice save by Caponegro. So he's certainly getting a taste of action now that he's in there. So back to the point. Shot, another leg save by Caponegro into the right corner. And now finally gotten out by Swayze. Not far, only to the red line. Bobcats bring it right in, lose it, and Oliveira clears it up the right side and out of the zone. And the Bobcats bring it back into their own zone. That's Levesque. And plays ping pong with his partner. They bring it behind the net to set up. You can see those crisp passes in position. Now it's in alone. Shot over the net. Caponegro ducked on that one. So another nice save by Caponegro. Another shot, tipped wide. And Winans over on the side. Now the Warriors steal it and break it out. Look out. Swayze gets away before he gets the check and drives it deep. Jax Carnes is on that one. Loses his heels. And Colby Swayze also taking a look. Now it's gotten out, but Jambrin keeps it in. Jambrin looks like he's back on D. And it's shot wide of Pearson. 9:07 left. An 8-2 game. Shots have been updated to 26 for the Bobcats, 12 for the Warriors. That's controlled behind the net. That's Winans. Breaks it out himself as the defense makes a change behind him. Wide angle shot. I'm not sure if that Caponegro got that or if that was hit the side of the net. And just a cheeky little goal. Caponegro made the first save, and it looked like that trickled in up. He was down on the ice. I think it went off the inside of his left pad. Bad angle shot, but like the great one says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and sometimes those things happen. So that makes it at least 9. They stopped at this point. They stopped putting more goals up on the board. So I'm not sure if that's 9 or 10. Just over 8 minutes left. The Warriors are trying to get out. They get it out of the zone, controlled by at the red line. Winans shoots it in deep, and cleared up by Joey Roy. And now Brock Emery has it. Back to Roy. Tries to clear it up the wing. Carnes couldn't handle it. Was in his heels. They get out. And now Emery 2-on-2 with Colby Swayze. Poke check back to the corner. Emery still has it in front. Swayze took a shot at it. It was another good idea. But now 2-on-2 with one coming back is a good pass. Just shot it wide. Had an open shot. Caponegro came out to cut the angle, and that could have forced the shot wide. Oh, Emery pocket picked, but he checks Ballabona, and the puck is all the way back to the Bobcat zone, but no icing. They get it up the right side. Out. A lot of open ice for the Bobcats. They bring in, they set up, tries to chip it in, kicked out by Oliveira, cleared out of the zone, but Carnes changes. And Forrest Carter's on. Oliveira back on defense, 1-on-1. Open shot, and nice save. Right. You might think that that's an easy shape because it's right into his chest, but as a goaltender, you have to play the angles. And the thing I like that Caponegro did there, not only did he play the angle, he came out, and you take away so much room when you do that. A lot of big goalies, especially, they think they can hang in the back of the net. Like Caponegro didn't do that. All right, now the Warriors bring it up. That's Janvrin, again, defense. So takes a tough angle shot, a nice rebound, and just fanned on by Carnes. Again, those are the opportunities they needed earlier. And little defensive snafu there. The puck is given away, and Bobcats tuck another one home. So that's at least 10. Like I said, they aren't putting the goals up on the board anymore. So the board says 8-2 with 5:45 left. So, and back in. Shot in deep by the Bobcats. Controlled by Roy. Over to Cam Fournette up to Colby Swayze. Can't get it out. And now Fournette has it again. Cross the red line, dumps it in deep. And Jax Carnes is chasing it in. And Colby was on a forecheck, but just missed it. He has it now. Shoots it in deep, but misses Carnes. Jambrin pinches in, keeps the puck in. And Oyster River shoots it around behind the net. Colby Swayze on him. And now they break it up. So we've got numbers. Another partial breakaway. Bad angle shot. But he tried to rip it up high. Again, we talked about those corners. That's what he was going for. So shoulder triangles, let's call them. But he shot it over the glass into the netting for a whistle. And now face off to Caponegro's right. Deep in the Warriors zone with 4.5 minutes left. Back to the point. And now Oliveira has it. Brings it up. Gets it to sink, but it goes through him, but all the way to Forrest Carter. Gets in deep, but the Bobcats take it away. They've got numbers. There's a whistle. Was it? It looks like a penalty. Was it interference? I couldn't see what the motion was. So 10 black as a penalty. I didn't see what the call was for. So he's taking some time getting into the box, but that's not necessarily bad for Winnacunnet. Since it's a penalty, the clock stops. I'm not sure what the call. I think I saw an interference, but I didn't see the call. So once the clock starts again, 3:53, a 2-minute penalty with running clock that will the time runs on the penalty as well. So he'll get out with about 1:50 left. Behind the net, Colby Swayze can't get it. Emery takes a good tough angle shot, but not a bad idea. Cam Fournette has it now, looking for an open man. Takes it to the point, shoots it behind the net, and circles in, gets it back to Fournette. Quick wrist shot in, tipped over the net by Jambrin. It's a good idea. It's hard to stop those tips. Ooh. I saw the ref just took a digger, bumped his head. Fortunately, that's why you wear helmets. And although as every hockey player I've complained about the refs, this is a tough job, and I would not want that one. You know, you're in the line of fire. Kept in by Cam, shoots, blocked by the Bobcats. Had a good shot on net. Now back up to the point. So Roy, stolen. It was a good idea, but you got to be quicker on the draw on that one. Roy tried to get it over to Brock Emery, fighting for it now. Keeps the puck in. Tries to get it in front. Takes another shot, but that's tipped by a stick up and over the net. And play is stopped, but the clock is not stopped. 42 seconds left on the penalty. 2:33 left in the game. Jammer is playing more forward. Joey Roy and Cam Fournette are on defense. Roy takes the shot. Swayze was in front of the net. That's just where you want to be. Tried to get the tip. Didn't work. So Coach Merrick's trying some new things with the lines. Oh, almost stolen by Jammer. Jammer's doing a good job up front there. And the puck is cleared out of the arena by one of the Bobcats. So that faceoff will come back in. The Warriors and the Bobcats both make changes. And the penalty is up with a running time. 1:46 left right now. That would, be a good Carnes brings it across, but can't loses an edge. Is another 2-on-2. Oliveira in the way, a nice block. That is shins in front of that one. Bobcats still have it open in front, but stick check by that was Luke Crooks. Again, another great pass to an open person, but he just missed the net. So they're still trying to score here. Good stick save by Caponegro. 1 minute left in the period. 1 minute left in the game. Bobcats have it behind the net, trying to get it out in front. A good stick, and it's taken away by. Maybe that's Lucas Crooks. I haven't seen Avery Young tonight. I don't know if he's sick or here. Bobcats come in with speed, back to the point, on the circles. A good shot and a nice glove save by Caponegro. It's only about a half a minute left, so we'll probably just get this. Or let me check. What's that? So we just got a report that I'm used to seeing Avery Young out there, but apparently he has a concussion and he's on the sidelines tonight. I hope he heals fast. 17 seconds. So trying to get a break. That's really cheesy at this time. I'm sorry, that's just bad sportsmanship up that much to take to try and get, but that'll do the game there. I'm just really, really disappointed. And that's the game. So they tried to get a breakaway. They tried to get one more goal when they're already up by, maybe 10 goals. That's just poor, poor, poor sportsmanship. Really disappointed to see that. But okay, you won. Congratulations. So disappointing loss for the Warriors. Some lessons learned. Some good play there, but some lessons learned. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Tri Rental, for supporting our broadcast. And we will see you again on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Thank you, and everyone have a good night.
Before we go, I'd just like to thank you on behalf of the organization for broadcasting these last few games.
It's my pleasure. Hopefully you'll have me back again.
Yeah, thank you.
My pleasure. That's Anthony Delmatico who put this whole thing together. Are you a sophomore or junior?
Sophomore.
So sophomore Winnacunnet, got all the equipment, arranged the broadcast, got the YouTube channel, forced his dad to do the camera, and we've had a great time here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, so we'll be back February the 14th, Valentine's Day, with our Saturday crew. Oh, with our Saturday crew, we'll be back on February 14th, Valentine's Day, for another game. Yeah, so thank you, everybody, and we'll see you then.
All right, have a good night, everyone.